Welcome back to Mommy School. Milo is going to help me today. He's got my pointer. We're going to talk about the parts of a plant because we're learning about springtime and you might be seeing some of those flowers coming out of the ground. So we're going to see how those flowers, what they're made of. Milo, you want to come on up? Can you point to the pink part of my flower? Stand off to the side so friends can see. Yeah, those are the petals. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. We call those petals. Yeah.
Sorry.
Where's the orange? That's okay. Where's the orange part? It's in the middle of the petals, and we're going to call those our seeds. So that's where those seeds are. And in our book, we'll find out what happens to those seeds in the fall. Point to the line, the green line. Can you trace the green line like this? Ooh, this green part, that long green part, is called our stem. You want to point to stem? Stem, yeah, and that's what holds the flower up. And then underneath the stem, we have these parts that are under the dirt, and we call those the roots. And the roots bring the water from the ground up to the plants to feed the plant. What are these called, Milo? Leaves, yep, or if you want to label one, you would label it a leaf. So those are the different parts of our flowers. All right, welcome back to Mommy School. Today we're learning about Eric Carle's The Tiny Seed. Milo, if you have the pointer, you need to be quiet with it, okay? All right, so we're going to see what happens to the tiny seed in our book. Are you guys ready? It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Where do you think the seeds are going? Are they going to get planted somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, this is the tiny seed. He's smaller than the other ones. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's hot rays burn it up. The tiny seed sails on with the others. Oh, so there's the seed that gets too close to the sun. And there's the teeny one. Juju, you can have it next time, okay? Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Do you guys see the tiny seed? Where's the tiny one? There he is. See how he's smaller than the other ones? Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. So there's the teeny tiny seed. Still going, but he's not as high as the other seeds are. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry. Do you think the seed will be able to grow if it's hot and dry?
No.
No. The seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Do you see the tiny seed now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, right
going
there?
faster and faster.
Yeah. Keeping up with the other ones. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground.
Mommy.
A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. So being so tiny helped him because now the bird didn't see the teeny tiny seed right there. He only saw the big seeds. Now it is winter. Is it cold or hot in the winter?
No.
Cold. There's snow. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. So he stays safe because he's smaller. He doesn't get seen. Now it is spring. Oh, look, it's raining and there's sunshine and birds and plants starting to grow. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they're not seeds anymore, they are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big, fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. So I think this is the weed. And that's why when you're planting a garden, you have to pick the weeds out, right, Milo? Otherwise, they'll take all the water away from the plants. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. So there's the tiny seed, and he's just now starting to grow. You see him there?
Yes.
Yeah. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and, oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. But there's the tiny seed. He's still growing.
And only saw the one.
Yeah, he broke one of the plants.
I broke in the other one.
We'll see. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. So here's the tiny plant, and here's a regular seed. But what is happening? First, there are footsteps. Then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Somebody picked the flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. So it's not growing anymore, is it? It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. Look how big it is. Is that big or little, Milo? Big, yeah. Oh, I think the birds like it too. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. What else might the wind take? What's in the middle, Milo? Maybe the seeds? Let's see. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind. But the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. You were right, Milo. Look, the seeds are coming out of the flower. They're probably going to go on a journey. What do you think happens to the seeds? I think that the seeds are going to go get planted somewhere else so that new flowers can come up next spring. So, flowers need a couple things to grow big and strong, and they talked about it. They talked about how it has sun, and it has fresh air, and it has water. So those things are what our plants need to grow big and strong in the springtime. Thanks for watching.